the Frosty Vagabond, back with Fire Emblem Three Houses, and with me again I have Beats from Twitch. And
hello.
We're doing some side questing, and as you'll see in a minute, I did a little bit of off-screen grinding. We do not wish for another loss.
No, we do not.
It's this map. Oh yeah, I started with Let's double check my units here. Level 17, level 16. Everyone is in the 20s at least, with Boyd being short of 30.
I was gonna say, given the opportunity, you could probably train with every single fucking weapon and be a weapon master.
I could potentially just do this endlessly, but I think there's a max level, and I think hitting max level with a lower rank class is not the best of ideas. So that's why I stopped myself from grinding any more than I did. But we do not have sports, never mind. Yeah, just so people know, that was just... File 1 was where we left off. File 2 is after the grind fest. I crunched some numbers. Anyway. Okay, so let's have you up front. You are not up front. Go back.
You can, apparently you can move Boyd.
Yeah, on these maps I can move Boyd, who is currently a brigand, leveling up his fisticuff.
Axes, sword, bow, axes, mage. Wow.
I was mainly looking for mages. Mages are the biggest threat, as it were.
What happened to Leone with her Cavalier?
That is because I leveled her down, which reminds me. I need to take certifications. She can stay the sniper. She can go knight again.
I'd better tell my brother about this.
You can stay an armor knight. You have not mastered soldier yet. Oh, she mastered cavalier, but she hasn't mastered the previous classes, that's why. But mastery isn't necessarily an acquirement. So.
I'll need to make some...
Let's get her to cavalier again. Get her up to boost again.
I hope I can...
Same with her and mage.
It's worth...
You can do swordmaster. Let's keep you as a magic user for now. Okay. Alright. Here we go. Kill everybody. Order clock dies, lose.
Holly, did you ever give somebody Ignat's old battalion buff?
We lost the battalion with Ignat's. Unfortunately, we don't have it anymore. I'll double check when we're done here, but I'm fairly certain when last I checked it was gone. And I have learned that the design of the big shield depends on what shield they have equipped. That's the iron shield.
I guess I'm still growing.
And Smite is back.
Who, me?
Sounds like someone's gonna get turned into mush. I'm guessing these are the big iron shields.
Yep, she's got an iron shield too.
Stay focused.
Yeah, come get me. My gauntlets equipped. My gauntlets are about to break, so it might be a good idea to put a sword, actually. Claw god, you start heading up
Ready
this
and willing.
side with the
Let's get to
backup
it.
of Leonie.
To work.
Shamir, you head up here.
I'll crush them all.
Catherine, secure.
Leave it to me.
And squishies, stay out of the immediate range.
Let us
but
away.
Stay enough in range. And you have rescue. That is good to know. That'll be very fucking handy, actually.
Who, me?
Excuse me. Oh, you'll actually deal damage. Then you have
Each battle a chance to grow.
Pointless. No hesitation.
As expected. I'm still not satisfied.
I suppose a thought. Should I speed up the battle cinematics to speed things along, or should I keep them at normal pace?
You can speed them up if you want.
Okay. Let's not have her be in range, just in case. Let's have Scythia get some experience here. With faith. Make him go bye-bye.
You were outmatched.
I really shouldn't. So let's
You fought well.
just... Ah, Lance, that'd be
I'm
close.
beginning to understand.
Ah, it's for Lawrence. I sometimes mistake the character's stats. Just gotta keep that guy's range in mind. As I move my flankers upward. Sniper stick to the bushes. Catherine, you shall serve as backup melee assistance for the squishies. Ting.
Wow.
Ting.
You can let a mage get the weakling kill.
I'm gonna get rid of those two big guys first. Oh, I won't kill you. Surprising. And that would bring you down to 1, are you serious?
Yep, but a 35% chance to crit.
Let's do it. Crit would be awesome, but if not, someone else can love tap him down. No crit.
You got 3 mages in the back that need the XP.
I need to move Hilda for this one. That goes to Boyd, can you get that archer? You can.
Each battle a chance to grow.
I just love the look of the fucking brigand. It's good.
Yeah, the armor design and all that.
Mhm.
I need Hilda to move.
You also could use Catherine to shove.
What, me?
You could also use shove.
It's not that she's out of range. It's that Hilda is standing in the space where she needs to be.
Okay, then just have Hilda move up by Boyd. There you go. Oh, she's gonna have a fucking party with all those axes.
Yep. What's her
Brain.
defense compared to Raph's? Oh, it's right there. She has 22, so Raph has 30.
I mean, 8 off, but definitely fucking still strong.
They're all going after her. Have Claude and them. Maybe not Claude at this moment. Anyway. Flame, get you killed.
It's the least I could do.
Cynthia, get you killed. I should be saving these Nosferatu.
You underestimated me.
They're low on health. Up the attack range. Okay. Gonna have Claude be over here in the bush to be ready to assist when that party comes for Leonie. Or Hilda, excuse me. Oh! She will kill every opponent that comes her way. Oh boy.
Yeah, that was all me.
Hilda is a wall.
Yes, a very aggressive wall. Goes Claude.
That's the golden deer for you.
Claude says you have chosen death.
Hilda says the exact same thing.
Hilda! Hilda!
Authority level B.
I'm
You should have shove at least. That will get that mage within range. So, avoid some assistance. Shut him up.
Silence. This is a library.
As expected.
Now, who do you want to kill the fucking main guy?
If possible,
Give it to the mages. Let them work his ass.
I'm looking at which of the mages are the lowest, which is Marianne at 21. Well, he's currently coming after Boyd, so Boyd, if Boyd kills him out of reaction, nothing I can do about that. Jumpy, jumpy!
You lost to me?
Now see, he won't move up.
What was that song? Give me one moment. I'll have to cut that out. My brother didn't see the recording sign on the door. It's all good. Anyway, let's see here. One thing I do like about Three Houses that I have learned with the cavalry units, such as Leonie and Lawrence, you can mount and dismount as you need. So if you're in a desert level where, like, horses can't move for shit, you're good.
That is that.
Napoleon, even more money. You're going after Hilda. Hilda is going. Oh, maybe not. Maybe so. Yeah, with a broken axe.
I'm all sweaty.
I think I would suspect that might be worse. If a broken axe was the thing that hit you, the raw iron and shit that would break off inside of your body on impact would be insane.
Deploy for that quest. Even more renown.
About to say visit the fucking market and sell some shit.
Yeah, I plan on playing musical inventory in a second. And you'll be surprised to see just how much money I got through the grinding.
You told me. Something like 32K?
Welcome.
I'll try that again.
Okay, 96.
Come back.
I will be going back there and just managing the inventory first.
And why does Boyd no longer have the fucking weapon of the gods?
He doesn't need it at the moment, apparently.
Yeah, but yeah, does it have its full durability?
I'm not sure if it does. Don't think so.
Also, why does you not give him hand axes?
Because I gave him bows. And hand axes are few and far between at the moment. Oh, you don't have enough level in axes? Nope, I'm looking at swords. I'm a dumbass. Grab that steel axe. Grab that one. Oh, blood of a broken bow. Grab that. Yeah. I have a lot of certifications to do after we're done here. Nope, not you, it's a one map. Okay. I immediately see a maze that needs to disappear, so I'm gonna do this. Have Vlad to head up and make him rue his day. That's a good start. Head up there and cause some havoc. Okay.
Homie.
Shot him up. Bud,
Ready and willing.
Hold up, top left corner. Do we have a fucking other demon here? Oh, thank Christ.
It's the same map where we had to deal with that, so I can see why you got confused for a second there.
It's like, again?
Nope. Though there are maps where I have to deal with 6 of them. In the grind fest, I had to deal with groups of 6. It was not fun. How I survived is beyond me.
Sorry, but victory is mine.
Stay focused.
Oh, I have anti-armor thing for you. Bye, mate.
Each battle a chance to grow.
Who, me?
I got this.
I didn't give you gauntlets. It's my bad. Oh, chop chop.
Sorry, don't know my own strength.
Let's get to it.
How many people got beyond her after that? Let's just go through lance. He will deal nothing. He will deal nothing, and he will deal nothing. So I don't have to worry about those guys up there.
How about you just kind of stick her evenly between them so that way they all go for her and just she kicks ass. Yeah.
I have to go after this guy or this guy's going after Raph, but then again, Raph will be fine.
There you go.
You have the more health, so I'm gonna work on you first.
master this.
Bernadetta assist the 3 here. I wonder.
Leave it to me.
Nope, but that guy up there, don't risk that.
To work. I'll crush them all.
I'll move up here for the fuck fun, was it her? Oh, alright, he's Maria.
Let us away.
Up there. You here. Come on. Up, controller. It does that at random. Don't know why. Bye-bye.
I'll celebrate later.
Won that. Strength in action.
How do you miss such a wide figure such as Ralph? I keep on calling
That
him
takes
Ralph,
care of that.
his name is Raphael.
Look, if you think about it really hard, Raphael is just a really buff ass Ralph.
I'll celebrate
like Ralph.
later.
Sorry. Ralph from fucking Ed and Eddie. Just imagine placing his voice lines with half the shit from Ed and Eddie, and you got the perfect fucking warrior. You dare not this one of the time!
Too easy. That's the golden deer for you.
I don't like the fucking soldier warrior outfit for him. It just doesn't look right.
Yeah. I think you'll like the Lord. That's what I'm gonna change him to. The ability to do certifications again.
How many advancement seals do you have?
I can get as many basic as I need. I'll have a few intermediate. I don't think I have any advanced.
Wait, I think you might have 1 or 2 advanced.
Let's lead head over here and erase this section of the map. Bye-bye.
Simple. Oh! How do you like that?
Flame won't get over there, so let's just have Shamir pick him off.
Hate me all you want. Silenced.
You're incredible.
I'm a puncher, bitch. Are there people to silence? It is. Before I do that, I'm gonna double check for that guy's range. He's not an immediate threat, so I don't need to use it just now.
So here, I was just going and grabbing some water.
Good.
That takes care of that. I'm getting the hang of it.
Predictable. Pointless.
It's over.
Bye-bye.
As expected.
93 critical strike on a fucking opponent.
Let's have you shut him up now. That NPC has my old facial hair. I'ma smack you.
No
I'ma smack you
hesitation.
real good.
Oh
That is
my
that.
god!
Let's give you the
Fucking-
blood.
Fucking Falcon punch!
Aha! Don't hold this against me, okay?
Bye bye.
Never underestimate an outsider.
More money. And another quest completed, with Leonie being the MVP. Okay, on to the next week. Where are we in the month? I don't really remember.
10/26/27.
Okay, so I think that was the last free day. I think the story battle's coming up next.
You know, it'd be easier to remember if you didn't have your side playthrough.
Well, I'm sorry. Yes, I will partake in festivities.
This is so good. Can I have seconds?
This is nearly as delicious as Mother's cooking. I would happily eat this every day.
Did we ever confirm that Rhea wasn't her mother?
No. If that is the case, it hasn't been confirmed yet. Now, let's get some certifications.
You've done me a
out of
great
the way
service.
here. Yay. I get stuff.
Thank you so much.
I get more stuff.
Ceremonial sword. I think that might be good on Felix.
That might be, that's seal. Now, I have some certifications to take. First off, I need to change me. Okay, so...
You're on quad.
Please tell me I have intermediate skills I can buy. There are none. Do I have any? Hold on. So if not, it's gonna feel a little awkward. Let's go with Claude, because he doesn't even have a base class. I have 5. We are fine. That's his lord.
That looks good.
Yeah. I'm thinking lord because it's Final Fantasy Classic. Final Fantasy. Wrong series. Fire Emblem Classic. I'm also thinking Mercenary to get the Vantage. Because Vantage can be a lifesaver in this, since we're playing Classic. Low health, and if he does enough damage, he should be fine.
I mean, that's definitely one tactic you can go for. But before we continue, what is the next class that you would have him go?
For Claude, he could potentially try and be a hero now, but not the smartest idea right now, considering the pass rate there. And he's also capable of being assassin, but again, under 0.5% chance of passing. So I do like the tails.
Assassin looks really cool. No lie.
Yeah, so I think in the advanced class is his main for the most part, for lack of a better term.
What's the Swordmaster look like for him? And go down. Keep going, keep going.
The costume episode.
Not entirely, just go down a little bit. Keep going until I stay. Keep going. Okay, I'll say this. The sniper looks pretty cool, to be fair.
And he is pretty decent with bows. Not good enough to take that the test yet, but he's pretty good with bows.
Yeah, just I saw it, I was like, huh.
He is
Lord
capable
looks
of being an archer in the intermediate bow, but I'm thinking Lord first.
Anyway, you said you were wanting to level yourself up first in the...
Yeah, because I am maxed out the class I currently am, and in the hopes of eventually hiring Felix, I need to use swords more, and this will give me more sword experience. So I'm going to go mercenary. That advantage never hurts.
A new path to tread.
Yes, equip this new class, please.
I'd also recommend you pick the advanced class for him, unless there's something else in the advanced class that you want that isn't available.
Oh, for me? Or...
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For me, I am planning on... In this area, I think hero is what I'm looking for. No, it's warrior. When I go advanced, I plan on going warrior. Then after warrior, most likely I'm going to go the route of war master.
Oh, yeah.
Claude, let's have you be a lord.
It looks really fucking good.
Because if at some point, regardless of whatever class they are, I can change around the costumes, I would prefer them to look like this. So I'm gonna have him become a lord.
A lord just aesthetically.
Yes. And plus I don't know what the class gives them, so I don't know what the class gives them.
I did pretty well.
Yes. Lawrence, you're fine. Could make... Ooh. Ooh. I could have Raphael take the Fortress Knight test and he would pass.
Is it just me or did he get chunkier?
Clank, 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 clank. I am
Clank, clank.
heavily debating that.
Clank just became kadoom, kadoom.
Oh Lord, he coming.
Like, why is the earth shaking? Raphael's getting out of Raphael's getting out of his room. Give him a minute.
Okay, yeah, I am making him take this test because he's maxed out his other classes, and if he has a 100% chance to pass, why not give it to him? Come on, big man. Oh, stat bonus too. Let me guess, defense. Oh.
Yeah, I passed.
Magic and resistance. Okay.
Apparently, there's a class called the Great Lord.
I know that's in previous games. I'm not sure about this one. I know it's in Awakening. I can make Lysithea become a priest. That's tempting. She can't become a fortress knight right now. So let's see what our other options are. Oh, I can make Leonie become a paladin. 100% chance.
Go for it.
Yeah.
If she's already mastered the previous.
Yep, she's mastered
That's-
Cavalier.
Yeah, have her become Pally.
That's the last advanced I have right now.
So, you can get a few different things for Lord. Charm, which
All that hard
adjacent
work's paid
allies
off.
deal 3 extra damage during combat. Mastery gets resistance +2, and their mastery overall gives them subdue. An attack that leaves the enemy with 1 HP.
Ooh.
So basically give somebody advantage plus subdue. You can fucking instant drop a lot of people if they have high luck.
Well, that's she's mastered mage, so since we want her to eventually become a Grimoire in this playthrough, let's get her faith up.
Perfect comprehension.
Yes. Next episode, may as
Also,
well-
why is this only Edelgard, Dimitri, and Claude can become this fucking class? I thought you could become that class as well.
I'm not sure why. Only the house leaders can. Now, I'm going to make Hilda a brigand because she's maxed out armored knight, and yeah. The more masteries, the better.
Ah, shucks.
Catherine, Cyril, and Shamir are unavailable for this battle, so they're ultimately don't need these.
Wait, Cyril. Go back to Cyril.
You can be a
Can't he
brigand and
become-
an archer.
Can he become a thief?
He can, but his chances of passing right now are 67.
Fuck.
His 100% chance to pass is brigand and archer, and Catherine is thief.
We just need him to become a fucking thief.
That's why I have him on Myrmidon right now. But I will actually. I'm gonna see if intermediate seals become, if I recall correctly, intermediate seals, you can buy as many as you need, after this story battle, so I'm going to burn one anyway, just to use the certification test slot, and have him unlock another class. Let's give him Brigand.
I passed.
Okay. So the certifications we can do. Oh, we got supports. We got a lot of supports. We have a lot of supports. Oh boy.
Run through them. By the way, if one of them...
I can't do it that way. I have to do it on the map and all that. Okay. Sorry?
Oh, the ones that are white?
The ones that are with me, I have to talk to them, either explore or they'll come talk to me during the week.
Okay, let's work with Lauren and go from there.
Tell me, Marianne, do you have a love of flowers?
Well, I don't dislike them.
I've happened upon a spot that's just teeming with splendid blossoms. Would you like me to show you?
I think I would rather stay. It would be for the best if you kept your distance from me.
Well, perhaps I could pick a few of the nicest and present them to you. With a beautiful bouquet in your arms, your magnificence would rival even that of the goddess.
I would never compare myself to the beauty of the goddess.
I see. Well, I don't mind. Oh, that is a lovely handkerchief you've got there. Did you know that a handkerchief reflects the sensitivity of its owner? Yours tells me you have quite a refined sensibility. If you only applied yourself a little more to the rest of your ensemble, there is no doubt in my mind.
If you admire my handkerchief so much, you may have it.
No, please, that is not what I meant.
It was a gift from my adoptive father. I didn't choose it for myself. I'm sure I don't share his refined sensibilities, though, considering how little he and I have in common. I have to go.
Such
we
beauty.
are
And yet,
gonna have to crack
with just
that
a little
hard-ass
polish,
shell.
she'd be a marvel. If only she'd put in some effort. I wonder. Indeed, I shall make it my mission to awaken her beauty. There is nothing that I, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, cannot do.
Oh, what a performance we did this one. Holy moly. No, he has a support with me. Does he support with anyone else? No. The Scythia has supports with a lot of people.
Holy shit.
As you can see, if we were to face an enemy on this terrain, I would go here, and you would go here.
Hang on. If we're trying to repel the enemy, I should be positioned there, correct?
Huh? I'm not sure that's the best idea. Take a closer look at this map. See, there's a graveyard over here. Might run into some of those ghosts you hate so much.
Claude, will you knock it off already? So help me. If you continue treating me like a child, I'll...
Easy there. I'm sorry, okay? Just don't start blasting off any spells in here.
I've more pride than to turn an unarmed soldier to cinders. It wouldn't kill you to speak to me as an equal when we're discussing matters as serious as this.
Actually, I see you as more than an equal. There's no questioning the power you wield. And I was being serious about the formation just now. The bit about the ghosts was just me having fun with you. Or trying to. You're so smart, I figured you'd catch on to that right away. But back to the formation. Can you see why I arranged it like I did? The area I want you to guard requires the ability to adapt to an ever-changing situation. Who else could I trust with such a difficult task? You're my best bet for something like that.
Perhaps that's true.
Think back to the times we fought together. When have I ever treated you like a child on the battlefield? I depend on you, Lysithea. I value your power almost as much as I do Teach's.
Truly?
I swear to you on all of Fodlan, I'd like to have my fun, but I wouldn't joke about something like that. I consider you a valued ally. I'll stop now before I inevitably drift back into teasing you again. Just know that I meant every word, okay?
Fair enough then. From here forward, see to it that you treat me with the respect of an equal. And I admit that you are not short on talent yourself, but don't go getting a big head over it.
The Scythia and the big man.
Oh boy.
So heavy. I think I might have borrowed one too many books this time. And I have to return them at some point. Ah!
What's going on? Everything okay?
Just my luck.
Lysithia? Oh, wow. Look at the mess you made.
Thank you for the assistance. I can take it from here.
Were you planning on carrying this much weight on your own? Don't be ridiculous. You should have at least asked for help.
They're all books I need for my studies, and it's my own responsibility. No need to involve others.
I'm happy to help you carry some of them. How about half? That's fair, right?
No, really, I have this. I am not incapable, and I'm not a child.
As smart as you are, you sure are a silly person.
I'm so tough. I'm gonna stand my ground. I don't need help from anyone. And when things don't go my way, I'm gonna act all sad and moody.
You are remarkably talented at channeling me.
Huh? Oh, no. Sorry. I was imitating my little sister. Her name's Maya. She's way smart, but she can be pretty stubborn. You remind me of her. What I mean to say is that I want to help. So swallow your pride and ask.
I was gonna say, fucking Raphael
I'll be
is
carrying this
roasting
stack of
out
books
here.
now. Got a problem with that?
Yeah. You seem obstinately determined to go against my wishes.
All right. Is this a good spot to drop them?
Hey, what are you doing? They need to be stacked neatly, otherwise they'll topple. This one needs to be rearranged, otherwise the rest won't fit properly.
Wow. Talk about picky.
You're the one who was so insistent on helping. If you're gonna help, do it right or don't bother.
Fine.
Scythia, girl, come on.
He's just trying to give you a hand.
He's lending you his muscles.
Marianne, do you mind if I ask you about something?
Oh, Jesus.
It's about animal behavior. Among us all, you surely know the most about animals. I've read that in outdoor battles, wild animals can sometimes cause unexpected confusion. What do you think would be the best strategy to... are you listening, Marianne?
I was listening. I just don't think I can really...
For crying out loud! Why do you always have to admit defeat before even giving yourself a chance?
My advice would probably just put everyone in danger. You'd be better off without me.
This is beyond ridiculous. You're impossible. You seem convinced you're some sort of cursed being, destined to bring doom and gloom to anyone you encounter.
Well...
Why do you have such a terrible opinion of yourself? How could you possibly be so dense?
I just...
Just nothing. Now you listen to me for a moment. I can see that you have some deep-seated turmoil you struggle with. I'll have you know I have quite a few issues of my own, perhaps more grave than yours, if you can imagine.
Really?
Yes, but I'm not the only one who has such troubles to contend with. Everyone does. That's why it's so important to maintain a positive outlook and do what we can. Each time we find the light in the dark, we grow, bit by bit. And without growth, what's the point in carrying on?
Lysithia, I envy your confidence and strength.
Don't envy me. Instead, just choose to find the positive, won't you?
Yes. Well, maybe someday. The time is now. This is your moment.
Oh, okay.
That's more like it. Now to start, why don't you help me out by answering my questions about wild animals?
I'll certainly try my best.
Is it just me, or did that somehow work?
I don't know. The tsundere and the lazy girl. This can only go well.
Ah, found you. Hello, Lysithia. Hilda? What's that box you're holding? It's making me nervous for some reason. Your big sister Hilda's here, and she's going to make you look all grown up. I, don't recall ever asking you to... That's right, I knew exactly what you needed. You didn't have to ask. Now take a seat. With makeup, you can't just pick your favorite colors. You must choose colors that suit you and the occasion. If you'll be up close and personal, if you're going to a ball, for example, you want to keep it subtle. On the other hand, if you're going to be on stage, the colors should be overt. I've never used makeup before. It sounds complicated. Let's put up your hair to show off your neck, but we'll leave a few strands hanging to make you look more vulnerable. Why would I want to appear vulnerable? I don't want to be attacked. This is for wooing, not warring. When you're older, you might understand the importance of looking a little vulnerable. You're treating me like a child. But I guess it's mostly harmless. Now, when you're standing, put your non-dominant foot a step back. It looks more elegant. When sitting, don't lean back, but don't slouch either. And ensure at all times you are gracefully extending your fingers. Gracefully extending? Suddenly standing and sitting are an exhausting activity. Hilda, that's enough. This is wearing me out. I knew you had potential. You'll go far, my darling. A couple of years to develop your charms, and no girl will outmatch you. I'm not sure I'm cut out for this type of thing. Oh, believe me, you are. With a little help from me, you'll have men falling at your feet. No thanks. You're more suited to such things. I'll leave it to you. I haven't the time or the energy to fuss over how I'm perceived. Even with my best efforts, I'll never be as good at this as you are. Still, this was rather fun. Thank you, Hilda. She really is brimming with untapped potential. When she smiles like that, wow, even my heart skips a beat.
I heard you say something in the middle of that.
What?
Did you try and say something in the middle of that support conversation?
All I said is, oh honey, you don't know even the half of it, because royalty, like if she was like a actual like princess or royal, like high standing royal between many nations, and was not a military person, her daily fucking etiquette training would pretty much cause her body to have to learn how to freeze certain muscles.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was a
I'm about to
horrible
take out
problem.
the trash. Got anything you want me to take? How about these? Just some old study notes of mine.
Wow, that's quite the pile there. You sure it's all fine to throw away?
Of course. It's all safely stored in my brain now. If I concentrate, I can access any of it with ease.
Why am I not surprised? I wish I had even half your power of concentration. Okay, here we go. Ugh, this is pretty heavy. Well, it'll be a good workout. Oh, but you were telling me not to take my training so lightly. Still, can't hurt to get a little exercise in. I'll just take it at a run. See you later. What is it, Lysithia? Was there something in that pile of paper you wanted to hang on to after all?
No, that's not it. There's just something I want to say to you.
I'm sorry for saying your way of doing things was inefficient. You've clearly grown plenty strong, doing things as you have. Not to mention, multitasking and training in that way surely presents interesting challenges.
Well, sure. But if everyone has their own methods, then your methods aren't wrong either. All you did was share them with me, so there's no need for apologies. Still, it's probably beyond me to imitate your levels of focus and concentration. How do you even manage to throw yourself into only one thing like that?
I haven't much choice. I can't waste even a single moment.
I can understand that. I'm sort of the same way. I hate feeling like I'm not getting enough work done. Anyway, you should just do what works for you. You've got something you want to achieve, right? That's why you feel pressured to study so hard.
Yes.
Then focus on what matters to you. Leave the rest to people who have the time for it. And hey, if you need any heavy lifting done, you know where to go. The way I see it, it's all training.
You know, Leonie, you're so kind, so strong.
Whoa, what's with the compliments all of a sudden?
I was just thinking what an incredible partner you'd make. Really, you've got all of the perfect qualities.
What?
I'm not simply saying that. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say.
You're making me blush. What a strange way to compliment someone.
What did she mean by partner is the question in the text.
I'm guessing like a study partner or something like that. Because I don't think like Cynthia has romance or anything like that on the mind.
Yeah, that's true. Especially with that last Hilda support, like, it's the last thing on her mind, if it's on her mind at all.
It was so sunny this morning, but now it's absolutely pouring.
Did you hear the thunder just now? Good thing we got all the clothes indoors before the skies opened up. I apologize for troubling you with this task.
Don't worry about it. I was just passing by and thought I could help. I know how frustrating it is to have your newly dried clothes soaked by rain.
Oh.
What's wrong? We managed to keep all of the clothes dry, didn't we?
It's just odd. Every time it's my turn to wash the clothing, there's a sudden downpour. Surely it must just be an inconvenient coincidence, but I can't help feeling as though I'm somehow to blame for it.
Ah, I see. That probably is your fault.
Wow, you're even harsher than I am.
You have a crest of Karen, don't you?
I do, yes, but hold on a moment. How did you know that?
I can just tell. I have a crest of Karen too. And I've noticed that whenever I need dry weather, there's rain. Don't you think it's our crests making the rain fall upon us?
How had I never connected this? This is quite a revelation. A crest affecting the weather.
Well, I don't know how true it is. There are only the two of us, which is a pretty small sample of people.
I suppose that's true. So, we must test our hypothesis. Maybe we can find someone who tends to bring the sunshine around. That would be especially handy for helping out with the wash.
Now there's an idea.
How much you want to bet? That somebody in the Black Falcons? The Black Hawks?
Black Eagles.
Yeah, in the Black Eagles has a sun-compatible crest. And I feel like this is gonna go really badly, because he is very young compared to her.
We can all... Just to start working, though.
This one ought to do.
What are you doing, Cyril?
I'm picking out logs to carry back and chop into firewood.
You can't expect to carry all these by yourself. Let me help.
No, I got it. I don't want you getting hurt. Logs are heavy sometimes.
I'm well aware. You should accept the help being offered. I'm older and wiser. I know best.
Hypocrite!
Lysithia, you seem a bit shaky. You okay?
Yep, totally fine. I'm just kind of losing my grip on this log. Ah! Well, that wasn't much help as it turned out. I didn't realize they'd be that heavy. I couldn't even walk in a straight line.
I told ya, logs are heavy sometimes. It's hard work if you're not used to it.
I feel foolish.
Well, if you've learned your lesson, I'm gonna go carry the other logs.
Hang on. Shouldn't you rest for a bit?
Wood still needs chopping. I got a bunch of other stuff needs doing before sundown, too.
In that case, let me help you carry the chopped wood.
You know how rough firewood is? You'll get splinters if you carry it with your soft hands.
You can't be serious.
You're just not cut out for this kind of work. Look at your hands. They're like a princess's. No point in you learning to chop wood, is there? You don't need to know how to do that stuff. You and me live in different worlds. There's no point lowering yourself down into mine.
Our worlds aren't so different. We're together right now, aren't we?
Sure, we live in the same places now, but that's not gonna last forever. Don't see how it could. Unless I actually turned into your little brother or something.
Alright, on to Hilda. First up with Claude.
What are you writing there, Hilda? Wait, let me guess. You're replying to one of your brother's letters, right?
Of course. It's a pain, but I make sure to always send him a response, otherwise he'll worry. It's much easier than when we lived together. A few letters here and there are a small price to pay for this peaceful, brother-free environment.
Well, that's a fine thing to do regardless of your reasons. As for me, it's been far too long since I've written to my parents.
Oh, I thought your father had died.
Not quite. He's still alive and kicking, as far as I know. The late Duke who died in an accident was my uncle.
I see. I do recall you mentioning that your mother was born into the Regan family. What's your father like, if you don't mind me asking?
He's quite the extravagant character. When I was a kid, he used to tie me to a horse and drag me around.
Excuse me?
In
Second
all
that
fairness, I was quite a little brat. The horse thing sounds worse than it is. There's sort of a trick to it.
A trick I hope I never need to learn. Your mother didn't step in and make him stop?
Gods no, she'd just laugh right along with him. If my father is extravagant, my mother's more like a warrior goddess, or maybe a demon queen. This one time, she got into an argument with my combat instructor and wound up in a full-on fist fight with the guy. What's more, she won. My instructor was a mighty warrior, undefeated in 100 battles, but even he was no match for her.
Huh? But your mother is a lady of nobility.
True, but she was the kind of woman to elope with the man she loved and throw it all away. Not your average duchess at all.
Ooh, they eloped. I like that. It's so romantic. Imagine abandoning your family forever to be with the one you love. Not everyone can do that.
It's not a question of can, it's a question of will. Even someone like you who generally despises effort would pull out all the stops for something you really care about. Isn't that right?
Excuse me? I put in plenty of effort.
Hey, that was a compliment. Anyhow, I look forward to the day when something inspires you to try your absolute hardest. It will be something to behold.
The big man.
The biggest boy.
Who is it?
I thought that was my door.
It's me,
What the
Raphael.
fuck?
Oh, Raphael! I'll get the door.
See, Kane, it's Raphael.
What are
Raphael.
you up to? Oh, whoa!
Not Ralph.
What an enormous crate! And look what's in it. Crystal vials, shiny rocks.
And I got this too.
Oh, what a splendid flower. And so fresh. Hey, wait a second. Is that for your sister?
Yeah, I finally got my hands on something cute, just like you suggested.
That's so nice. But wait a second. Is this that flower from
Oh
Bedouin's
god, I forgot
Throat?
about that.
Of course. I had to run to
Oh,
make
yeah.
it back in time. It was a lot
It was
farther
a
than I
fucking
thought.
full 3-day trip.
You ran all that way? And while we're on the topic,
Like full on
aren't
just
these
keep us
Almiron
down.
crystals?
Oh, that's where they are? He's
Such
gone.
fine carvings on them. They must be the work of a true artisan. It couldn't have been easy getting your hands on these.
I figured I should follow your advice. You know more about what's stylish than I ever could.
Well done. I'm sure your sister will be pleased. All that's left is to make that necklace.
Yeah, about that. I don't know how to put it together. I've spent so long trying to figure it out that the flowers have started wilting. There are only a few nice ones left.
Huh. That's not good. I could try telling you how to make it, but you can't afford to lose any more flowers. Oh, all right. Looks like it's Hilda to the rescue. I'll take it from here.
Seriously? You're really gonna help me?
Sure. I make myself things from time to time, and this is definitely easier than teaching you how. But you owe me for this. I expect to be paid back.
Don't you worry about that. I'll find something really nice to pay you back with.
It couldn't have been easy finding all these trinkets. He must really love his sister. Still, older brothers can be so dense.
Raphael is the densest motherfucker on the entire team. Physically and occasionally mentally.
Let's say, hold the fuck up. He is more insightful than you give him credit for. He's just not academically the soundest.
Yeah. Next, oh, Hilda doesn't have as many. Let's go with Leonie and Cyril. Firstly with Leonie.
Hey, Hilda. You said you wanted to talk?
Oh god.
Whoa. What's with all these expensive necklaces? Why do you have them all laid out like that?
Pretty, right? I'll let you choose whichever you like.
Huh? Why would you do that?
Just choose. I want you to have one.
I'm not gonna accept a gift like that without a reason. Even with a reason, I'd probably decline.
Look how gorgeous they are, though. Wearing beautiful things gives you energy.
Maybe for you.
Yes, for me. Why would it be any different for you?
Because to me, those are just fancy decorations. Take this one, for example. How did you come by it?
This was the first necklace I picked out for myself. It doesn't suit my style nowadays, so I don't often wear it.
That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. The sentimental value of each one. These necklaces are nice and all, but I don't have any special feelings or memories about any of them. But this charm, it's packed with things I don't want to forget. Captain Gerald's teachings and a lot of memories, too. Even if to you, it's just a dirty hunk of wood.
I do understand. But still, you're not going to be very popular with the boys if you keep wearing that dirty old thing.
Like I care about that.
You can drop the whole stony-faced act. Come on, I'm offering to help you here. I could even make a charm for you as a gift, if you're really hung up on sentimental value.
Make a charm for me? You do that?
Sure, why not? I don't want you to be alone your whole life. Besides, this happens to be a talent of mine. It'll be really, really cute, so you'd better wear it.
Sure. I can't just accept a gift for nothing, though. I'll make one for you, too, if you'll teach me how. And I'll put plenty of feeling into it, so when we exchange them, it will really mean something.
Oh, that sounds lovely. I'll gladly teach you how, but make me something cute, okay?
I'll see what I can do.
Last one for Hilda. Cyril.
Hey, Cyril. What are you up to? Working?
You're in the way, Hilda. Move.
How rude. I'm not in the way.
Are you just here to goof off?
No, I'm here to feed the horses, actually.
Uh-huh. Where's the fodder, then?
I wasn't sure where to find it. Can you help with that?
I'll take care of it. I'm cleaning the place anyways.
Oh, thanks. It's great to have you on the job. I know you'll handle it perfectly.
Yeah, well, I don't like it when I feel like I'm not doing my part.
You're always so focused on the task at hand. Sometimes I almost forget you're Almiran. I always thought they were a rough and unreliable sort of people. Though, you're not really like the rest of them. You seem normal for the most part.
Rough and unreliable, huh?
My family has to fight against Almiran sometimes. Not that my father or brother ever clued me in on what the battles were like. But I do know that armies from Almyra will attack without reason and break treaties and tell lies. Everyone says they're a bunch of brutes.
Yeah? Huh.
Am I boring you? I'm talking about your people.
Those aren't my people. I was just born there.
Okay, let's turn the tables. How do the people of Fodlan seem to you, from an Almiran perspective?
Huh.
That look on your face. Are you okay?
I can't tell you what I think of folks from Fodlan. I don't really got an impression of them altogether.
What's that supposed to mean?
There's all sorts of different people everywhere. You can't say everybody of one place is any one thing. It's no different when you're talking about Fodlan or Almyra or any place else. And wherever you go, you see people in power keep the weak ones down. The only difference far as I'm concerned is, one place has Lady Rhea, and the other don't.
Flame, just Claude and Raph. Can't do Boyd in this sheet.
As expected, I am not finding anything at all.
Flame, are you looking for something in particular?
Oh, I was just hoping for general reading that might illustrate the lives of city dwellers.
Right. Well, there should be regional records somewhere around here.
I haven't need of official records or anything of the like. Just some light reading on the subject.
Light reading? What do you mean by that?
Oh, you know, books that cover things like what types of activities young people enjoy, how they spend their free time, popular fashions and trends, things of that sort. And even, perhaps, stories about romance.
Ah, I see what you're getting at. Try asking a traveling merchant. I hear they keep stock of books like that. As for here, I don't think you're gonna find much aside from a bunch of stuffy records. We do get new books donated on a fairly regular basis, but then Sedith, well, you know.
My brother? I am afraid I do not follow.
Apparently, he directly approves every book before it's allowed to grace these shelves. You know, to make sure nothing inappropriate gets through.
I see. I did not realize he had a hand in such things. Well, I suppose it really is no use searching here.
Why were you looking for those sorts of books anyway?
Well, truth be told, I am not particularly well versed in the ways of ordinary people. Sedith never taught me of such things, and he strictly forbade me from spending much time out and about on my own.
I had a feeling that might be the case. Sounds like Sedith.
I understand and appreciate that he acted from a place of concern, of course.
Without a doubt. It's obvious that you're his whole world, for better or worse. By the way, I've been wondering, are you two from a noble family? You've clearly had a rather high-class upbringing, and both of you have crests. That can only mean you come from a prominent bloodline, right?
Of course not. No, you are mistaken.
So, your refined way of speaking isn't because of your upbringing?
I was not aware that my speech differed so greatly from my companions. Do I really sound so formal to you?
Well, look, don't worry too much about it. I'm probably just overthinking things. Probably.
Interesting. Now, Flame and the big man.
Yet another lovely day. On such a fine day as this, it would certainly be nice to go for a stroll with someone. I wonder if anyone is around. Oh my, such awful noises. Who, or rather, what is making those sounds?
Huh? Oh, hello, Flame!
What the?
My apologies. I feel a bit better now.
Oh,
Good for
you
you.
scared me. You nearly knocked me over with that scream.
Well, you startled me. Appearing out of nowhere and making such sounds? What is it you are doing here anyway?
I'm just out here using logs to train.
Wow. Are you really capable of lifting something so massive, Raphael?
Of course. Wanna see? See? Told you I could do it.
That was magnificent.
Oh no.
Do you suppose I could give it a try as well?
It might be a bit too much for your tiny arms.
Tiny or no, I want to be stronger. Do you have any tips for someone both willing and eager to grow?
It's probably best to start by practicing your battle cry.
Oh no.
If you let out a good shout, you'll feel even more powerful.
You are a font of knowledge. Can you apply your wisdom and show me by example?
No problem. Just follow my lead.
This can only go well.
Yeah! Hurrah! Whoa!
Oh. Oh dear.
How did I fare? Do I look stronger now?
Oh.
It's working! I knew this would help!
Oh no. Poor Flame. Oh. Are you just as stunned as I am? Are you stunned into silence back there?
That's certainly a fucking experience.
Uh-huh.
I won't be able to fucking. Oh, this is gonna be good. She has an interaction with Catherine.
Oh, that's gonna be an interesting bitching match. I think that's what it's gonna end up being.
There's really no better place for my midday nap than under the shade of a nice big tree. The twittering of the little birds. It's like they're singing a lullaby just for me. Ah! Is that a dagger? Am I being ambushed?
Claude, why are you lazing about? You should be training.
Shamir! Was this your doing? Talk about unfriendly. Another inch and you would have sliced my handsome nose clean off my roguishly beautiful face.
But I didn't. Fortunately for you.
You know, if you wanted to give me a talking to, you could have done so with your words instead. That's how most people do the talking thing.
Conversation was not my intention.
What then? A prank? That's not better. I thought we were under attack. I could have died from the shock.
Look closely at the dagger.
Is that... Right. Here's a poor spider impaled on it.
A poisonous spider.
Venomous.
The tiniest bite from which can cause fever, headache, and relentless vomiting. Or worse.
Yikes. I guess this little guy is more vicious than he looks.
I noticed
Yes.
it descending towards your face.
Ah, so you saved me from a certain doom. Well, in that case, I'm sorry for questioning your motives. I promise to repay the favor someday.
I'll keep that in mind.
Wow, so that's what the greatest sniper of all the knights is capable of. Absolutely incredible.
Why does she give me Android 18 vibes?
Same voice actor, I believe.
Hmm?
I think she has the same voice actor, if not similar.
The big man's got a lot of talking.
Big man's around a lot of people.
What's wrong with you?
Shamir! How long have you been there?
Too long. You're blocking my way.
Wait, there's something I wanted to ask you.
Ask? Just make it quick.
Well, you see, whenever I go into battle, the enemy seems to find me right away. I'm an easy target. But I want to be able to move around the battlefield without being noticed, like you do. So what do you think? Would it be possible?
Do you think you're being noticed because of your size?
Of course! I'm pretty hard to miss, you know. I thought that was obvious.
Wrong. It's not your size, it's your presence. It's strong, almost unbearably so.
My presence? Is that something I can change?
With practice. Maybe. Let me ask you, have you ever felt my presence?
Now that I think about it, I haven't. That must be why I didn't notice you earlier. But how can I do that? Will you teach me? Please? Please?
Fine. There's a breathing technique that masks your presence. When you breathe, are you continuously inhaling then exhaling?
Well, of course. That's the best way I know how. I'd explode if I only breathed in.
Right. To minimize your presence, breathe in, then out again. In through the nose, then gently out through the mouth, twice.
In, out, out. That's it? I can definitely do that. I couldn't do Shamir.
Breathe less. Keep it to the absolute minimum.
I don't know the minimum.
It'll take some practice.
Sure. I'll keep trying. In, out, out is trickier than it sounds.
Imagine if Ralph found his way to being an assassin.
Oh my god.
I just need to train him in swords. It's doable.
No, I want you to realize something. A grappler plus sword build for an assassin Raphael. That is terrifying. I mean, give him fucking subdue and you
That's
pretty
enough.
much make him
You're
an
done
assassin.
for today.
Right. Thanks.
I thought this was Shamir and Catherine.
Are you feeling pain anywhere, Leonie?
No. Sorry.
Shamir may
I'm
come in
alright.
later.
Why are you apologizing?
Possibly. And
Because I can't hold my own against you.
oh,
And on
it's
top of
because she's the
that,
voice
you have
of
to worry
Slan
about
that
hurting
sounds
me.
familiar.
I feel like I've let you down.
Do you know what I meant when I said, you're done for today?
Probably that I was about to keel over.
No, it wasn't about your physical strength. I could tell that you didn't have the will to keep fighting.
I've got plenty of will.
No matter what I do, I can't win. Isn't that what you were thinking? If you think you can't win, you won't. Perhaps you already knew that.
Good point.
But never assume that you'll win. That is, don't underestimate your foe. At all times, you have to keep a clear head to make split-second decisions. In battle, mistakes are deadly.
But I don't have a crest or a relic. How could I ever hope to beat you?
If you put it like that, I'll fight barehanded, and I won't use my crest. Think you can win? Do your worst. Oh dear, I might have overdone it there. But I believe in her. I would be doing her a disservice if I pulled any punches. It's Leonie after all. She'll be back on her feet and charging at me before I know it.
I may have switched to Catherine and did Catherine and Lee. That was exactly what I did.
Yeah, you did.
I still have one with Flame. Oh, with me.
Yeah.
This is me. Shamir and Leonie now.
Why do I have a weird sneaky
Why am I so
suspicion that
off?
Leonie is going to
Yesterday
be the...
wasn't like this. Some days I just can't seem to hit anything.
Oh boy.
Your mind, body, and technique are not synchronized. Find harmony between the three. You lack experience. You'll improve if you practice.
Now that you mention it, Shamir, how come I've never seen you train? Do you keep odd hours? Or are you just so good that you don't even need it anymore?
I am always training. Look here.
A dagger.
Watch.
Wow, nice throw. That was a long one.
But does throwing knives at pillars really count as shooting practice?
Look closely.
Is that a centipede? You pierced it clean in half. How did you even see that?
I train everything. Eyes, speed, accuracy. Watch as the bird flies. Feel the wind. Recognize the distance between objects. Not all training requires a weapon. Integrate training into your daily routine.
My daily routine, huh? Well, that's great advice. Thanks. I'll do my best.
Very good. Just be cautious.
Now, if she actually follows that training and goes up against Catherine next time, it actually might help.
Speaking of Catherine.
And what I was gonna say is, I somehow suspect Shamir and Catherine are gonna use Leonie as a
I
guinea
don't
pig
even
for
have a
training.
horse. Pretty funny story, huh?
Oh, I know that feel.
What is it, Shamir? You're not laughing. Didn't you think it was funny?
Sure.
So then laugh. You could stand to be a little friendlier, you know.
Do I need to be?
What do you mean,
Generally
need
people-
to be? Friendship isn't about obligation. You could try being a bit warmer. Like when I first met you, I took the time to introduce myself and make friendly conversation, and you just said, "Hi, I'm Shamir." I remember thinking that you wouldn't be easy to get along with.
Now that's funny. I remember thinking you were just another knight who loved the sound of her own voice. You know, the type who's all talk but useless in battle.
Well, that's a bit harsh. Did you really think that?
Yes.
But you changed your mind when you saw me in action.
I did. You're surprisingly strong.
Well, even though you had zero charm, you did a nice job of supporting me. Now I know that you'll always have my back. In fact, maybe I should take it easy and let you handle all the fighting.
It sounds like I'm going to be doing a lot more work around here.
We make a pretty good team. At any rate, we're bound together, so we better try to get along. Don't you think, partner?
If that's how you see it, I can't disagree.
Leslie Circle.
Hey Shamir, how do you think I'm doing with my bow lately? Think I'm getting pretty good?
Did I hear you try and say something, or was I hearing things? I must have been hearing things.
I
I
hit
caught my
closer to the
knuckles.
bullseye today, and
And I
that
went,
felt
"Ow,"
real good.
Because one felt weird.
You were fine.
Fine? That might be the nicest thing you've ever said to me, Shamir.
You take too many direct shots, though.
But it's easier if you shoot straight.
Of course it is. But if you can hit your enemy with a straight shot, you're too close. Tell me, Cyril, what's an archer's greatest weakness?
When we get too close to the enemy and we can't shoot the way we're supposed to?
Exactly. As an archer, your position is critical. Know exactly how far the enemy is and keep a minimum safe distance. Understood?
You mean to stay away from the enemies, but not too far away or my arrows can't hit them.
So you understand why you can't rely on straight shots. You have to use curved shots as well. Never run up to your target. Hit them from a safe range.
Shoot them from a safe range with curved shots.
Archers should always control the battlefield.
Okay, yeah, I get that. I'm gonna go practice some of those curved shots right now.
You're not a bad student. If nothing else, you have the right attitude.
You think so?
Keep it up.
Shamir
I
likes
will.
him. Like a perfect apprentice.
That's all for Shamir, aside from myself. Next up, Claude, and once again, the big man. It's around, that guy. Oh, the music! I love this music.
Whew. Time to rest.
Hey, Raphael. This scene, why is it oddly familiar?
It's almost like this stuff is drawn to me whenever I'm in town. I'm just happy I can use my muscles to help out around here.
But isn't your goal to become a knight? Running errands isn't exactly a knight's job.
I heard that proper knights always help those in need. Isn't that right?
Well, you're not wrong, but I think most people would consider that only a small part of a knight's duty. A knight's main function is to fight and defend, don't you think? That said, I'll agree that helping anyone and everyone who needs it makes you a remarkably virtuous person, which is even better.
If someone virtuous becomes a knight, they'll be a virtuous knight, right? That's about as proper as you can get.
Yes, I suppose so. I, for one, would certainly look for virtue in any knight that I recruited.
So you're saying I'm the type of knight you want to hire for House Regan?
Absolutely. If I somehow actually manage to become the head of my house, that is. I can't see into the future, but you have my word that I'll do all I can to help make your dream a reality. That is, if you're actually able to let somebody help you out rather than helping out the whole world by yourself.
I'm not gonna stop helping others, but you can do me all the favors you want. All this talk of being proper is making me hungry. For my first favor, why don't you bring me a snack?
Oh my god, Raphael!
That reminds me of Drax. He took that way too literally. Oh, that's shaded out. Probably because that's story blocked. Marianne.
Marianne, please accept my apologies for my behavior yesterday.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Asking you about your family like that was pretty insensitive of me. No matter how curious I am, that's no way to treat someone. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. You weren't being insensitive. I just didn't want to talk about it. I don't spend much time talking about myself. Not to people, anyway.
If not people, then with who? Unpeople? Non-people?
Well, yes. I'm much more comfortable talking to anyone who isn't a person.
I was actually joking, but now I'm mystified. Who is it you like to talk to?
Dorte the horse.
Ah, of course. Good old Dorte. And does he understand what you tell him?
We understand each other. He tells me when he's sleepy, or when his stomach hurts, or if his nose itches.
Sounds like a complainer, that Dorte. But let's table this fascinating discussion for just a moment. Now that we've gotten in some small talk, I'd like to know what you're hiding. You are hiding something, right? Your lineage, perhaps?
No.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If it's all just idle gossip, that's fine too. But if it's something silly like, my ancestors were cursed, therefore I'm cursed, you should know that I won't accept that nonsense. That sort of thinking is stupid, and that's all there is to it. Say your ancestors were thieves. Does that make you a thief, even if you've never stolen a thing? Of course not.
But people have burdens to bear from the moment they're born. My burdens are so big that I'm sorry, I can't discuss this anymore.
People certainly are born with burdens. She's right about that. But Marianne, don't you know that you can choose not to carry them?
So what had you giggling like a bitch back there?
Dorte the horse. I'm sorry, it's just funny as fuck to me. Just, excuse me? Your pen pal is a fucking mare? The fuck? Are you telling me these nobles are getting outclassed by a fucking
Hey,
fable?
Leone, what are you up to?
Oh, come on. What'd you do that for? Look, you ran my quarry off.
You were hunting? Ooh, is the dining hall that short on food supplies?
No, but I like to hunt every now and again. Keep my skills sharp.
I suppose so. You're from a family of hunters, right? Well, there's no shortage of prey to hunt around here.
True. Not many hunters around the monastery, huh? Rivers full of fish, trees bursting with fruit, mushrooms ready to harvest all over. It's the kind of place where you can really be self-sufficient. Guess we can thank the goddess for that.
I don't know. I'm more inclined to thank the bountiful earth than the goddess for such things. The goddess may offer spiritual guidance, but she doesn't fill our bellies, that's for sure.
Not a very noble-sounding thing, to disregard the goddess and honor the land.
Leone, whose grace do you suppose humans live by? The goddess? The nobility? I'd say it's neither. It's the endless bounty of this magnificent land that gives us life.
Won't hear me deny it. But who's to say it isn't the goddess whose protection makes nature thrive? I'm not the most devout person, but I'm not about to go around saying we don't need the goddess at all.
I said she gives spiritual support, didn't I? I wouldn't go so far as to say she's wholly unnecessary. But in Elmira, Dagda, Bridget, and plenty of other places, they don't believe in the goddess. Nature is a blessing that knows nothing of borders. The goddess is the goddess, and the earth is the earth. They should both be revered for what they are. Look, this is just my personal opinion. If you truly believe that everything depends on the goddess of Saros, that's your...
Hey, it's fine. You don't have to worry about me. I'm a believer, but I know there are those who aren't. And I kind of like your way of thinking. Giving thanks to nature and all. It makes sense.
I knew a wild girl like you would be able to get behind an idea like that.
What? Like I'm feral or something?
Hey, you know, this kind of talk could be viewed as heresy if it was public.
Yeah, probably. We'll just have to keep it to ourselves.
And now Claude only has to talk to me. Sorry?
I have a weird ass suspicion that Claude is gonna incite a fucking religious rebellion.
Claude. The big man and Marianne.
Oh boy.
Is that... Raphael?
I have to remember his name is Raphael and stop calling
Yeah,
him
yeah,
Ralph.
I get it. But you can't be so picky. You need some meat in your diet. I don't know if you can eat human food, but bug meat might be good for you. That's right. You need to eat plenty of bug meat if you want to get big and strong like me. No more sweets for you.
What? He's talking to a bird?
Huh? Is someone there?
Oh, no.
Marianne! You're right on time. This little birdie was telling me that he misses you. And, oh! Oh, it flew off.
It appears so.
Why do you think birds fly away when there's more than one person around? Birds never seem to stay put unless I'm alone.
Birds are very cautious creatures. They tend to fly away when they're startled.
You mean they're afraid of loud noises? Oops, that was probably too loud for the birds. Come on, Raphael. Keep it down. How's this? Do you think we'd be able to talk to birds together like this? I still haven't met a bird that can speak human. I was hoping you could introduce me.
Huh? I thought you were just talking to one.
I was mostly talking at him, not to him. He just said chirp chirp and stuff like that. I had no idea what he was talking about. I don't think he understood me either. Marianne, you always know which birds understand what you're saying, right? Next time you find a bird who understands you, I hope you let me know so I can join the conversation.
Now what am I supposed to do?
Raphael, you fucking love him. You just... You're Krunk if he did not invest in the fucking animal handling. That's all you are. You're just Krunk without animal handling. That's all you are. The fuck?
He wants to be Dr. Doolittle, but doesn't realize that it's not teachable.
Dr. Doolittle is not a
It's
trainable skill.
What's he doing at that desk?
I love you, Raphael.
Hey,
You're
are
fucking
you studying?
amazing,
I
man.
thought you'd given up on it. Nice to see her. What the?
Oh, Leone!
What's wrong? Why are you crying?
I just got a thank you letter from my little sister.
Okay,
Oh.
maybe start from the beginning.
My little sister lives with my grandpa now. She's had to deal with so much since I decided not to take over the family business.
You might have to back up a bit more before this starts to make sense to me.
Our parents were merchants, but they died in an accident. We had some money saved at first, but Grandpa isn't healthy enough to work, and I'm not smart enough to work a job that requires much thinking.
That's really tough. Hard to make a fortune with just your strength, I'm sure.
I had to sell all our valuables just to pay my way here so I could become a knight.
Wow, that's a lot of pressure.
My sister wants the best for me, but she's the smart one in the family. She's the one that should be here. When I ask if she needs anything, she always says she's fine. She doesn't want to ask me for anything, because she knows I'm having such a hard time here.
She sounds like a great kid. So, what did the letter say?
It says she's happy and thankful for all the study materials I sent her.
That's good, right? Wait, where did you find extras?
I couldn't find any, so I just sent her mine. It's like you said, right? It's better to give them to someone who will use them instead of letting them go to waste.
Don't take this the wrong way, but don't you still kind of need those? Well, I guess if it makes her happy, it's worth it. Maybe I can scrounge something up for her too.
There was a perfect opportunity for you to give Lysithia's notes to fucking Raphael there.
Unfortunately, I don't think the supports kind of like cross streams like that, for lack of a better term.
Please tell me the next Fire Emblem's gonna address that issue.
I don't know, I couldn't tell you. The next Fire Emblem, to my knowledge, is a Warriors type, so...
Oh.
Up.
Oh, hey, Marianne.
Leonie?
I thought greenhouse duty was mine today. What are you doing here?
Oh,
I'm sorry. You've been avoiding me ever since I lost my temper, haven't you? You're probably scared of me now. In the moment, I was hurt. I'm sure you had good reasons to act the way you did. If you want me to leave you alone, I will. I promise. You've got nothing to fear from me.
Leonie,
I've watered all the plants, so I'm done here. I'll get out of your way.
Wait!
Oh,
Huh?
shit.
Hey, what is it?
It's, I don't mean to bother you. I'm sorry for keeping you here.
No, not at all. Thanks for keeping me. Honestly, I've been worried about you. If you ever want to talk about anything, just say so. I'll make time.
I've been avoiding people for most of my life, so I'm not the best at speaking.
I know it's hard. You've been through a lot. But it's worth the extra effort to talk to your friends.
I make everyone uncomfortable. I just don't know how to carry on a conversation.
Hey, we're having one right now. And I'm telling you, I'm not uncomfortable. I'm actually really happy. So don't worry about me. And it's okay to be quiet sometimes, but try to find a middle ground at least. Otherwise, you'll never get any better.
Oh,
As far as what to talk about, anything's good. Hobbies, things you like, a dream you had last night. Really, anything.
okay then. I like this flower. I think it's nice.
I think so too. Did you know that where I come from, those have a completely different color?
Oh, really? I'd like to see that.
Great. Come visit my village someday. In fact, we should invite all of our friends. It'll be fun.
Oh, yes. That would be very exciting.
Okay, all the supports are done with aside from the ones with me. I can't do those in that screen. Now, let's finish off the month, shall we? Almost an hour worth of support conversations.
Yeah, seriously. At least we got a bunch of it fucking
Yeah.
done.
I'm just gonna do the inventory here.
Let's take care of inventory and downtime. Hear me, buddy?
Pardon me?
Inventory off screen.
Inventory off screen. Do the story battle next time. Okie dokie. That sounds like a good idea, actually, considering we're just 20 minutes shy of 2 hours. So, yeah. I suppose that is it for this one. See you later.
Bye-bye.